All right, I am super excited because this is my internet bestie. Roxy and I met through Plexus. I would not know her at all. She doesn't even live in my state. I would not know her if it weren't for Plexus. And I think that is so cool that network marketing allows friendships to blossom and grow. And Roxy's here to share just a little bit about how she found Plexus. And then, do you really make money, Roxy? Because the people want to know. So I'm going to share my screen and we have a cute little presentation for y'all as usual. Okay, here we go. All right, Roxy, take it away.
All right. Hey, everyone. Happy Friday. I can't believe it's already Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and start a little bit how I got started with Plexus. I honestly, you guys, did not want to do Plexus. I had done network marketing before. It wasn't successful. I felt like it was so much work. I was also very young and I just wasn't in the right mindset for it. Well, fast forward, I had my first baby. When you're pregnant, you do gain a lot of weight. That is me in that pink sports bra after I had my first daughter. And y'all, I was definitely had the baby blues. I wasn't going to the bathroom. I didn't feel like myself. I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. I just felt so blah. And I kept seeing Plexus. For whatever reason, I kept seeing it, y'all, for 4 months. I researched the products, always talked about it. My husband was like, no, you're not going to do one of those. I had just graduated from college. I was putting my resume into big corporate places. There was a Chico's headquarters where I lived. I planned on working there. And once I had Annabelle, my daughter, I was like, there is no way I can put this precious baby in daycare. There's just no way. So I ended up waiting tables at night. My husband works in law enforcement during the day, and that's just what we did to make ends meet, to have extra money, to do things. And it was just a little bit of extra money. And I always just felt this nudge inside of me to do Plexus. And really, it wasn't for the business opportunity. It was more for I kept seeing all these people talking about gut health and going to the bathroom every single day and not feeling bloated. I mean, I don't know, comment in the comment section if you have felt like that. If you've had kids or you haven't had kids, you just feel that blah. Well, I finally, against my husband's decision, and I went ahead and just did it. I was like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to at least give it 2 months and take the products. You guys, after like the first 3 weeks, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like I felt like $1,000,000. I don't know. I just had this weight lifted off me. I started sleeping better at night. I was going to the bathroom every single day, a couple times a day. I I was getting out of the house more. I noticed that I was in the house a lot and going through those baby blues after you have a baby. It's real. And I guess I didn't even realize the funk that I was in until I started seeing the light again. And my husband started seeing a difference in me. So if you're on here and you do have a skeptical spouse, I just say, hey, give me 2 months. Let me just do this for 2 months. And I wanted to prove him wrong. I wanted this to work for me so bad, and it did. And I didn't even think it was going to work for me. So after 2 months of taking the products and just sharing like we do naturally on social media, I started making money. I think my first check, I'll never forget, it was over like $500. And I was like, whoa, like $500 was a lot. I mean, I was working at Bonefish at the time in like a touristy town where a lot of old people vacation and they just don't tip that great. They're snowbirds and they're saving their money. Okay. They come in with the coupons and all the things. So, I mean, I was making like $100 a night, maybe. And so that was like 5 nights of work doing something that I loved. Like, I didn't even feel like it was work. I was actually having fun. My husband was like, what is happening? And he was like, if you can make $500 a month, you can stay home. And that's when a light bulb, I like to tell people, a light bulb moment that I was like, okay, I'm loving the products. I'm feeling better. I'm losing weight. I lost 22 pounds on the products. And I just was like, this is a no-brainer. Why not share? Obviously, I did have that insecurity of what will people think of me, but trust me, that goes away. When you build confidence in the products and the business, that goes away. Trust me. I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. I know deep down in my heart what Plexus is, the core values of this company, and I ran with the business. I ended up quitting my job at night, and I have done Plexus full time since then. I've never used my college degree, and I've just been able to raise my babies at home. They've never been in daycare. We have been able to do so much because of Plexus. Actually, this morning, we have this like canvas picture from our trip to Maui, and it's one of my favorite pictures. So I got it blown up pretty big, and it's in my living room. And I often look at it and I'm just like, "Gosh, that was such a fun trip." And this morning, I'm getting emotional. My 7-year-old looked at it and she goes, "Mom, that trip was so magical." And I was just like, I was in tears this morning drinking my coffee, and I was like, "I know it was, wasn't it?" And she started talking about the water elevator and the snorkeling. And y'all, those are things that we would have never. We've been to Hawaii 4 times. 3 of the times my kids have gone with us. We did go one, just me and my husband. But those are opportunities and things that we would have never been able to go to if it wasn't for Plexus. My girls do competitive cheer. It's very expensive, but I'm able to do that because of Plexus. There's so many things that we would have never have been able to do. And I'm just so grateful that I got over my skeptical mind and just went all in. So if you were on this call and you are thinking about the business, do it. Like, don't sit there for 4 months in a closet like me, like, "Oh, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it?" I remember I was talking to my mom all the time and she was like, "Roxy, just do it. Just try it." And I am so glad I did click join that day, because it's literally changed everything. It's changed my health. My kids take the products, my husband takes the products, and it's just been a huge blessing for me. And I just really can't imagine what our life would be like if it wasn't. I mean, it would have been a totally different life. So don't think about it too much. Just do it. Learn as you go. And I promise you, it'll be the best decision you make.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Roxy. I just absolutely love her story. I think it's very relatable. Many of you are parents or you know a parent. I was raised by a single mom, and so extra money was very important growing up. And as I mentioned in the chat, like she was talking about that trip that she earned as an Emerald Ambassador. Here's the thing. We didn't vacation growing up. Like I think maybe 2 vacations in my 18 years of living at home. And they were both road trips because we could not afford airfare. And I just remember how stressed my mom was because she worked multiple jobs and it just wasn't in the books for us. And I don't know, maybe the story is different. Maybe you have great income, but you're looking for more freedom. Maybe you're looking to be your own boss, or maybe it's that the money that you're making to you feels meaningless and you want passion behind it. Well, that's what I love about the Plexus opportunity is that we are the health and happiness company. That is what we are known for, because here's the thing. What is the number one thing that people go to bed at night worried about? You can put it in the chat. The number one thing. You guys know the answer. Oh yeah. Yep, here it comes. Yes. Money. The second thing. What do you think the second thing is that people go to bed at night stressed out about? Health. So I don't know about you guys, but when I feel good and when I got money in the bank, it's a little happier. I don't know about y'all, but your girl's happier, okay? And so with Plexus, it's very, very simple. For some of you that are here and you're like, okay, I want to do this thing. How do I get started? So it's very simple. You're going to partner with a brand ambassador. So someone that already has a Plexus account. You're going to purchase your own product bundle. We do not carry inventory here. We don't have to have parties, although I know a lot of you like to have messenger events and some of you like to do in-person events at the gym or in your houses. That's totally fine, but it's not a requirement. You're going to pick out your personal products. And from there, you are going to start taking them. As you take your products, which they are gut health, natural, sugar-free, non-GMO, no artificial junk, like they're really, really great supplements that focus on gut health. You're going to start taking them and you're going to tell your story. I personally like to just put it all out there. I am from the South. I'm from Texas. I got a big mouth and I use it often when I love something or even when I don't like something. So when I signed up for Plexus, it was actually a little bit different than Roxy's story. With me, it was health related first, and then lots of skepticism second. I was the mean friend on the internet that made fun of you for doing something like this. That was me. I know, lots of shame there. However, I learned quickly that I was wrong. And not all companies are created equal. Not all opportunities are created equal with how you make money and how quickly or how slowly you want to go. I do think there are two things that I had already going for me that I didn't even know I needed. One was influence. Like I mentioned, I showed up on social media every single day to talk about things I liked or didn't like. So people already were like, okay, we trust her. She puts it out there all the time. Okay. And then the second thing was that I'm married to a Marine. My husband served in the Marine Corps for 10 years. And I was working in corporate America. When I signed up for Plexus, my husband was deployed to Afghanistan, and I was sitting on my aunt's rich friend's couch. That's what I used to call her. Her name is Jana. She has a name. But I just remember being a 24-year-old brand new mom. It was the 4th of July. I just celebrated 9 years with Plexus. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. But it was the 4th of July. I was sitting on that couch and I was thinking to myself, man, I wish my husband was here. And if you have a service member in your family or a first responder, a police officer, you know what that's like. Even the oil field people, where are you at, right? Like, you know what it's like to be away from your spouse more than you are together sometimes. And that was my reality. We jokingly would say we spent way more time apart because we had been married for 4 years and I had only been with him for 1 year physically. It was that awful, honestly. And I just remember sitting on that couch on the 4th of July. I had an envelope full of cash on the counter that she left me for watching her dogs in her home. Beautiful mansion that dreams and Pinterest boards were made of, let me tell you. We had a full circle moment last summer at her daughter's baby shower. I finally got to see her after all these years, and she has watched me make something out of this Plexus career. And she was like, I saw a video and you mentioned my house. She goes, did you really sign up for Plexus in my house? And I said, yes, I did. I said, the money you paid me to dog sit and house sit is the money I used to sign up for Plexus. I had $500, but does it cost $500? Absolutely not. It's $10 to start a Plexus business, $9.95. And it was $100 for my products. But in my mind, tell me if you do this too. In my mind, I had made up only doing this for 3 months. I'm just going to lose a few pounds. My husband's going to come home from Afghanistan and be like, "Ooh, girl, you look so good." And that was it. That was it. That's all I had planned. I had no idea the impact that gut health would have from the inside out, not just for me, but the people I was sharing it with. Because here's the thing. I thought gut health and probiotics were for old people. No offense. To me back then, 30 was old. Okay, so don't take offense to it. I seriously just thought, I'm like, I'm 24. I don't need a probiotic. And my doctor kept saying, I really think you do. I really think you do. And the only people talking about probiotics on social media at the time were my Plexus friends. And so I did. I signed up with a military wife. She had no idea what she was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. And we made a perfect pair. Let me tell you what, we learned together. We set goals together. I don't think I had set a goal besides a weight loss goal in years. Anybody else? I was excited. I was like, I'm going to help some women. I'm going to help some guys feel better. You want to hear something crazy? My first customer was my ex-boyfriend, who was the high school football coach where I grew up. My first customer. It wasn't even a girl. I thought for sure it was going to be my mom or one of my mom's friends, but no, it was the high school football coach. And here's why. I shared a funny little saying about probiotics and beer guts. I know, not professional, but that's what I did on the internet. And I said, nobody wants a beer gut with their beer. You really need to take a probiotic. And he messaged me and he goes, I just had this conversation with my doctor. What do you got? And so I sent him the link to order Probio 5. And that was my first customer. Truthfully, you don't remember who you're Facebook friends with most of the time, right? And secondly, you just can't judge anybody. You don't know what they're going through, what they're praying for, what they're stressed out about. You don't know what they go to bed at night thinking about. Let me share my screen so we can keep going through these slides. Okay, so whoops. So when I think about my first customer being that football coach, and I think about how I was just openly talking about the products because I was using them, it's no different than when we go to Old Navy or Home Depot and we find a steal of a deal or a product that we love in our household and we share about it. Using these supplements is the exact same type of referral. However, I can tell y'all, when we flipped our farmhouse last year, we referred a lot of people to Home Depot. I mean, a lot, because we had some really great fixtures and tile and things that we had picked out. But here's the thing, Home Depot did not pay me any monies, not any monies. But here's what I've noticed. Every time I refer somebody to Plexus, I can make income. If you refer one person, $35, $35. I don't even think Starbucks gives you that, right? You know, when you refer over 17 people, you're now in the four figures. You're looking at $1,000 in referral cash. So the reason why this screen says vision casting, okay? No, I'm not a fortune teller. I'm just here to explain to you, like, we think small. When you sign up for Plexus, it's usually a selfish reason, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's usually health related or maybe financially related. And then you start to dream again, and you're surrounded by like-minded people, hello people on Zoom, that want to make more money and want to make an impact in this world. So you can't help it. You can't help it but to dream just a little bit bigger. I guarantee you, Roxy may have thought, man, that emerald trip to Hawaii would be great. But Roxy, did you really think you were going to earn it? No, she didn't. Now, some of you are like, I'm going. And that was me. I made it up in my mind. There was no one getting in my way. Plexus was going to be it for me. I was not going back to corporate America. I was going to stay home with my baby. And here's why. I was a daycare kid. I grew up in daycare, tossed around different family members because both of my parents worked a lot. My dad was in the Army. And so when it comes to spending precious moments with your children, moms that love working, this is a great alternative. Maybe you like working behind a desk or in a corporate office. That's fantastic. But imagine the freedom of working for yourself and replacing that income with Plexus income. I replaced my corporate America income. Mind you, I hadn't been working for 6 months because of maternity leave, but I had replaced that income in just under 4 months of sharing about this business. I'm talking, I went all in. Every time I got on Facebook, it wasn't to share a recipe or a cat on a Roomba silly video. It was to make connections and to make sure my friends and family knew how important gut health was and how legit it was to share on social media. So I want you to think about, who do you know? Who do you know? I'm going to send my husband a picture of what I'm doing right now because he's called me 4 times. Oh, he says, sorry, you're on Zoom. Okay, everyone say cheese. Okay, we're sending the husband a picture because he keeps calling me. Okay, so who do you know? Who do you know? I didn't know my high school football coach was going to order, right? Roxy's upline probably didn't know she was going to order or that she was struggling to make ends meet as a waitress. Think about your story, right? Who do you know? For those of you that do work this as a business and you remember getting to silver. Silver is our first rank, and that means that you have referred and used your referral link 3 times. 3 people have placed an order with you. And when you do that, you're going to get a $100 bonus. If you do that in 30 days, you're going to get an extra $100 bonus. And we call that fast start. So just by helping 3 people with their health goals, show me the money, Plexus. That's $200. You guys, grocery money right now, holy moly, it's expensive. That $200 could go towards your mortgage, your groceries, that bill that's been sitting on the counter stressing you out for the last few weeks. Maybe you want to take care of your parents. Maybe you have a sick pet at home. That extra money is just that. It's extra money. And the thing is, our competitors are not other network marketing companies. Right now, my competitors are Uber Eats drivers, Door Dashers, and Amazon delivery drivers. Because my friends, sometimes that's the only option you think you have for a side gig type of income. But that's not true. You can begin right now for $10 and share immediately. And that's what I love about this. Okay. So maybe you're like, okay, I get it. $10. I sign up. I start talking about it on social media every day. I start believing in myself. I start having a little more confidence because these products are amazing and I'm feeling really good and I'm sleeping better. But you have a little bit of doubt. And did you know that doubt is what causes hesitation and it kills action? So you're ready to make that move. You're ready to go get that $200, but you're hesitating and you're asking yourselves, well, why would I be great at this? But what if I'm not a salesperson, Emily? What if I'm too busy to dream big? Well, then I would say you're in the right place. If my team is on here, we talk about this every week. I say, what do I say about busy people? If you want to put it in the chat, please put it in the chat. I say I love busy people because busy people know how to multitask. And I think if you can multitask, then you are in the right place. This picture that you're looking at represents the two gals in the middle. I don't know. Can y'all see my mouse? Can y'all see what I'm doing with my mouse? See these two ladies in the middle in the blue dress and the pink dress? Okay. This is Jen in the blue dress. Jen told Celeste for months and months and months and months to place an order. And Celeste was a happy customer and she was like, you need to upgrade to ambassador. You need to do this thing with me. And Celeste was like, absolutely never. I would never do such things. Until she finally was in a place where she was like, you know what, this is a great business. And she comes from a family of business owners who were like, you would be foolish not to do this. You have great influence. You've been on these products for a long time and you look incredible. Start talking about them. Everyone in this picture, including me, I'm over here in the little rainbow dress. Roxy, are you in this picture somewhere? Probably. Everyone in this picture is under Celeste because Celeste told a friend who told a friend who told them to the person to their left, the person to their right. I just think that's so incredible. That's just one person and one teensy part of Plexus. Imagine the person that you go and tell about the Plexus opportunity today, and maybe this is you a year from now. So what would an extra $200 mean for your family? Put it in the chat. There is nothing too big and nothing too small. We are all here because we want to learn how to make more money in Plexus. So the 4 things I want you to walk away with are that you can earn residual income. And the way that you do that is by first-time customers and happy reorders. So happy customers who place an order every single month. In Plexus, you can subscribe to your products, which I love because your girl has 3 kids and I forget a lot of things. So I'm really thankful that I can sign up and subscribe to my gut health products. They ship straight to my front door. I never have to worry about it. If I need to change it or alter my order, I can. And the beauty about our products is we have a 60-day money back guarantee per each individual product. So maybe you give something a try that you're just not feeling, you can get your money back and try something else. I love that vacations and prizes are a part of ranking up in Plexus. Right now, a lot of you are working towards earning the cruise in November. That is another great example of a prize and a retreat style, leaders retreat style trip that you can earn. Plexus has rented out an entire cruise line and they're taking the earners to a private island in the Caribbean. I just think that is top notch and so cool and a trip of a lifetime. I've never been on a cruise. I'm 30. How old am I? How old am I, Roxy? I'm 33 years old and I've never been on a cruise, right? The prizes in this picture, this is me and the 3 gals that I signed up with Plexus. This is Holly on the end with her sunglasses on. She's the military wife who reached out. And then Kelly and Yvonne are from Oklahoma. Kelly's husband is the one who told her she should do this. Kelly's husband went to college with Celeste, the gal over here in the previous picture. Whoops. This one, remember her? Okay. So isn't that crazy? Again, how it all fans out and how we're all connected. It's like a giant family tree. Building your legacy. This company has no income earning cap. So what that means is our comp plan, it's not just set in stone, right? You can choose how much you want to make per month and work towards that minimum every single month. So on this next screen, you see all the different ranks from silver to diamond. This is our average annual income disclosure chart. So which one of these, looking at them, a lot of the time on these calls, the people will say Ruby, which is about $24,000 annually. So about an extra $1,000 a month, right? But a lot of people pick out that rank. Of course, Diamond looks fantastic. Hello, 6 figures. Even Sapphire, right? But here's the thing, our comp plan is the best in the industry with room to grow as much as you are willing to work, and there is no limit to what you can earn. And the cool thing about this is that there is nobody gonna stop you. So all these gals in this picture that I showed you, the girls that I signed up with, hold on, let me go back. All these, I signed up last, and yet I surpassed all three of them. So a lot of the time you hear, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. No. Those are illegal. Plexus is an incredible company that is debt-free, which is a big stinking deal in corporate America world. And we're not a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme means that you're giving someone your money and you don't know what you're investing in. With Plexus, you're going to pay $10 for your website and $100 for gut health products that have changed hundreds of thousands of lives. So you're getting a physical thing when you sign up. It's not a pyramid scheme. And then the same goes for the people that say yes to you and they start ordering. There is no limitation on what you can earn. I remember when I went silver, I achieved silver. It was right around 30 days into Plexus, and it was the most three random people in my life. It was a girl I cheered with in high school, my sister-in-law, and then another military wife. It wasn't the people in my immediate circle. They were actually more skeptical than I was as they drank their Mountain Dew and had all these bills on their kitchen counters. And I was like, listen here. I love you. I know you mean well, but you do not pay my bills. You do not see my bank account. You do not get to make choices for me because I'm not a tree. I'm not stuck. I want to grow. I want to go, and I want to take people with me. And that is the attitude I had. I knew I'd be emerald. I knew it. I knew I'd be a diamond. We did not have a car when I joined. And so at Emerald, you can earn the Plexus Lexus or lifestyle bonus, and you can get a freaking car, you guys. And that was my goal. I was going to help 300 people order every single month on my team. 300 people. We all know 300 people. There's 300 parents in elementary school. Y'all know 300 people. Don't sit there and be like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. There's probably 300 people in your neighborhood. For those of you that live out in the country on the farm, you might have to go into town for a bit, but that's all right. We have something here that is so special, and I hope that you are picking up what I'm putting down. So remember how I mentioned if you refer people to Plexus 17 times, so you have 17 people order from you, that is equivalent to our rank of gold. So if you go back right here, gold, that's an extra $9,000 annually. Hello, groceries. Hello, family vacation. Extra money is a good thing, right? So how do you do that exactly? Well, we call it Me+3 in Plexus. The Me+3 in Plexus is very simple. You invite 3 people to their own health and happiness journey. Those 3 people purchase their products, $100 equivalent, and then you get a bonus. You get $20 every time they order and purchase a welcome pack from you. You're going to receive your silver $100 one-time achievement bonus. And the cool thing about that is this is going to continue to grow. So as you are trying to hit your goal, you're turning around and showing your people what is possible. See these little bubbles? Imagine you plus those 17 people, and then you teach one of them to do the same. The cool thing about our compensation plan is after you get to diamond, you can go beyond that. And as you develop leaders on your team, you need 4 jewel leaders on your team to earn the Star Diamond Award in the yacht trip. That is really special. I'm going to start incorporating that on our Zooms because we haven't really gotten to talk about that. But imagine you sign up 4 people and you work with them every day and you pray with them every day and you show them the way every day. You don't leave them hanging. You don't leave them on red. You don't forget about them, but you truly encourage them to go all in with you. And imagine all 5 of you go to the top together. So here's what that looks like. Earlier, I mentioned you refer 1 person, it's a $35 bonus. You refer 3, that's a $300. Refer 6, all the way to 20. Look at referring 20 people. Some of y'all have done this already. In your first month, you have helped 20 people order their Plexus gut health system, their weight loss system, their skincare system, and y'all have earned those bonuses. For those of you that are sitting there thinking, I just don't know. All right, well, let's start small. Just pick your products based off of your health goals. Sign up as a VIP with the person who invited you to this Zoom, and then immediately tell the people that you go and tell when you find something on sale at Walmart. When you find something on sale at Best Buy, who are you going to call? Your mom, your bestie? Who do you call? those are the people that you call first and you're like, I'm really excited about this choice I just made. And I think I want you to do it with me. What do you say? May you have the courage this week to begin breaking patterns in your life that no longer serve you. Give yourself permission to pause and reflect today. And remember, taking care of yourself doesn't mean me first. It means me too. I'm specifically talking to the moms on this call who are quick to say, I can't do this. I'm too busy. You're exactly who needs this. I have 3 kids in my house right now. 2 are playing Xbox. One just turned on Netflix or something. It's blaring through the wall. And here's the thing. I have not missed a single beat with them this summer. And that's not something that I can say about my childhood. My childhood wasn't lonely. I had awesome relatives. But for me, the importance of my quality time with my kids and being the one to teach them and show them things was super important to me. And maybe that resonates with you. Or maybe you're like, I want my kids to go to the best summer camp ever. And this extra Plexus income would be able to afford you that. Whatever it looks like for you. Maybe it's your grandchildren. Maybe it's retiring your spouse early. Maybe it's bringing your Marine Corps husband home from deployments and never having to deploy again. By the way, we did that in 2016. When I reached Diamond in 2016, about 21 months into my Plexus journey, I looked at my husband and I said, are you going to re-enlist in the Marine Corps and go another 10 years? And that was always the plan. We didn't have a backup plan. That was our benefits. That was our insurance. Like that was everything. And he said, you are really building something here with Plexus. My income at that time was $25,000 a month. And I had never made money like that ever in my life. I had only ever seen that as a bill. And so it was quite the inspirational moment at the time. I was 25. I had just graduated college and I had just had my second baby. And we had money for the first time and we wanted to be good stewards of our money. So we started Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps. And because a lot of you know this story, we lived credit card to credit card beforehand. We had no monies. In the military, you make maybe $2,000 a month, maybe. And a lot of that goes to housing because it's very expensive. Mary, yes, I made $25,000 a month at the time as a diamond. Yes. And that has gone up, just to throw some excitement out there. But what's crazy about this is for the once in my life, my husband and I had options. He wasn't stuck in a dead-end Marine Corps job where he could maybe promote every few years or deploy more and miss out on my children's lives. Instead, we decided to build a dream home, start Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps. He said goodbye to the Marine Corps. I know, once a Marine, always a Marine. I know. But he was home for the second birth of my child. So he missed our firstborn's birth. And we did that. Thank you for the USO because they set up a Skype call for us so he could be there. But the second baby, he was there in the hospital room. And 2 weeks later is when I went diamond. Isn't that crazy? Like, oh my gosh, God had a plan the whole time. I had no idea, you guys, not even a clue. And God had his hand in every step of that, thinking like, I'm 25 and just now graduating and all my friends graduated years ago. And what am I doing with my life? And God's like, girl, take a deep breath. It was always a part of the plan, right? And so that was back in 2016. That baby is now 7. And some of the things that Plexus has provided for us was to be debt-free in our 30s. We officially paid off every bit of debt by my 30th birthday. And like I said, I'm 33 now. We've been able to help my in-laws and my own mother in times where they financially really needed our help. And that is such a blessing because they were there for us when we needed it as newlyweds, right? And so I didn't know or expect emergencies or things to happen in my life. I always thought I would just have one kid and be a military spouse. And here we are with 3 babies. We are back in Texas where we're from, and we can afford a private school for our children, which is awesome. And it's just like little things like that I just never, ever, ever would have imagined. Like, you guys, buying the off-brand bread and peanut butter was it for me. Like, if I could afford a good peanut butter, I knew I had made it, just to show y'all how small I was dreaming before. And maybe you're like that too. Maybe you're thinking, oh, it'd be nice to just hit gold. Like, go for it. Dream bigger. Have the conversations. Talk to more people. What we have here is incredible. This industry is a billion-dollar industry. You are in the right place at the right time. You absolutely can make money with a social sharing opportunity. And newsflash, if you have an Instagram account, Everyone on Instagram is selling or referring something to someone. And it better be you, and it better be gut health, because that is long-term. Gut health is forever. Gut health is something that we should all be focusing on with all the refined and processed foods in our diets out there right now. It's awful. And we have solutions for so many people right now. I hope y'all believe that, because it's very much true. Thank you guys for getting on today. I'm so excited that we got to hear from Roxy and her incredible story. It's just families like that I've gotten to meet over the last 9 years, and they're now some of my best friends. My husband, by the way, was super duper skeptical. He used to turn off our Wi-Fi. He would turn off our Wi-Fi and turn off my cellular data on my phone so I could not get on the internet and talk about Plexus. He was like, "You're insane. People are questioning us. You need to stop." And I was like, "Listen, I'm going to have a Plexus Lexus." And he was like, "Listen, you're loco," right? And so just so you know, he is now an Emerald Ambassador himself. He uses the products every single day. He is very, very proud of our company, and he has met some of his now lifelong best friends and through other husbands who are also skeptical because their wives were crazy like us, okay? So here's the thing. I love that what we get to do here. I love that it's available to anyone. High school diploma, doesn't matter. Business degree, doesn't matter. Experience or skill sets really doesn't matter, because if you have a willingness to try and learn, you can learn. You can learn. You can download Instagram today and build an account today and continue to grow it and connect with people that you don't know that need this. It does not matter your age. I think our youngest person on our call was 18, and our oldest person was 81 on one of the last Friday Zooms. And I just think that is so cool. It does not matter. Does not matter. And these products make you feel so good. You don't feel 81. That's what I hear anyways. Who is that? Gianna, how do you say your name? I can see you shaking your head.
It's Gina,
Gina, how old are you, Gina?
75.
You go, girl. I am here for it. You have been front and center of my Zoom while I've been talking. I've been talking to you the whole time, in case you didn't know. So thank you for being here. I just love that. I love that. My mother-in-law signed up. She is 67, 68, and she's a Plexus ambassador, and she gets residual income from family members and friends, her bingo friends. Y'all know I love me some bingo. I go with her. And her bingo friends are like, "I need some of that pink drink. I need some of that probiotic. My doctor told me I need to take a greens supplement." And she has her account. She does not use it the way I do, and that's okay, but she's making extra income. And so I just love that. I love that. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being on. I'm going to end the recording, you guys.